Hi, everyone, and welcome to your evening meditation. So just giving yourself the gift of the next 20 minutes or so time out, going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed. We're going to do a meditation on generosity this evening. Generosity, as explained in section 7 of part 7 of section 4 of the Manual for Teachers on the characteristics of God's teachers. So just going somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 20 minutes. Putting your phone on mute or silent. Just sitting comfortably in your favorite meditation posture. So if you're sitting on a chair, sit with your feet shoulder width apart. Cup your hands in your lap, keep your back straight. Close your eyes. You could also sit cross-legged on the floor, on a bed. The main requirements are just to make sure you're comfortable and that your back is straight, because I'm going to be doing some breathing and raising of the life or Kundalini energy up the spine. It's very helpful if your back is straight. So making sure you're comfortable, closing your eyes. Just start off by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Just breathing into the lower stomach, pushing out the belly button. Just squeeze the sphincter muscle. It's the muscle used to contract the flow of urine, squeeze the last drops out, and just lock the energy in. And that creates a pumping action as well up the spine. So feel this nice warm, tingling wave of energy rising up. Draw it up the spine into your heart center. A nice warm thread of energy up your spine. Put your hand on your heart. Just breathing the energy into your heart center and then drawing it all the way up into the crown of your head. So it's a full maximal inhale. Your lungs are completely full. You feel this warm wave of energy flowing up the spine, from the base of the spine, cresting like a wave in the ocean in the crown of your head. Pause at the top of the inhale. Just freeze frame the wave. And now just take a few moments to check in with your mind. So just noticing any thoughts or emotions going on. Thoughts about the past, thoughts about the future. Those are usually precursors to some kind of negative emotion. And notice any of those kinds of emotions. Maybe a little bit of anger or resentment over something that can show up in many ways. Maybe just a little bit of frustration, irritation. That's just a form of anger. Or if you're thinking about the future, it's usually to do with fear, some anxiety about what you think may or may not happen. Just breathe into that. Notice those emotions. Notice how they show up physically. So maybe there's an uncomfortable feeling somewhere in your body, a knot in your stomach, tightness in your chest, tightness in your neck and shoulders, a clenched jaw, clenched fists, dry mouth, sweaty palms. Extreme nausea and panic attacks can come from fear. So notice wherever you are on that spectrum. Just breathe. Just breathing in again into whatever you've noticed, just to create some space, some awareness. And you might notice that the thoughts, the emotions, the feelings just dissipate a little bit as you do that. And to help you to really let it go, just exhale. Blow it out the mouth. Imagine you just releasing all of that negativity, thoughts, the emotions, the physical feelings, like a black smoke out of your mouth. Just blowing it all out with your breath, releasing it into the nothingness it really is. always was, still is. Just let it all go. Pull the lower stomach into the spine. Expel the last remaining air out. And just rest here for a few moments in stillness. Notice the peace that arises in these gaps between breaths, gaps between words. Hold it for as long as you can, so you get the benefits of hypoxia. It's just breath holding without oxygen. Your body is forced to compensate, and that's very good for your health and well-being. And so breathe in again, nice deep breath in through the nose. So now that you've completely emptied yourself, your body fully absorbs this oxygen. So breathe it into the deepest parts of your lungs. Just push the stomach out. Notice how the diaphragm's expanding. It's a nice deep maximal inhale into the deepest parts of your lungs, into your heart center. Just put one hand on your heart. And just draw the energy up the spine. Drawing it all the way up into the crown of your head. Feel this warm wave of energy, this warm tingling sensation flowing up your spine, cresting like a wave in the ocean. Pause at the top of the inhale, smile. And just, you find that peace and that stillness and an emptiness and openness. You want to create some real spacious awareness in your mind. Exhale, just sigh it all out, this time keeping your mouth closed. Air flows out of your nostrils, chest and the stomach. Suck back in, the air flows out. Make a sighing sound in the back of your throat. So you're fogging sunglasses, but you keep your mouth closed. And the chest and stomach suck back in. It's like a wave just sighing back into the ocean, and feel that energy subsiding back down the front channel of your body, coming to rest in your lower stomach and your groin. Just pause at the bottom of the exhale. Again, notice the peace and the stillness that arise. And then just breathe in again. Nice deep breath in. Just repeat the cycle. Step back and just watch your breath. So watch all the subtle sensations of the breath. There's nowhere else to go. There's nothing else to do. Nothing else to think about. Just breathe, relax, be still for the next 10 minutes or so. So I want you to imagine a lovely, lump, heavy, warm, relaxed feeling flowing down from the crown of your head. Imagine you breathing it in to the crown of your head. It's flowing down the back of your head, through your face, relaxing your jaw. Just breathing into your neck and your shoulders. Feel a nice warm tingling sensation in your neck and shoulders. Just drop them down away from your ears. Just roll the shoulders forward, roll the shoulders back. Your neck side to side. Just let this lovely lump, heavy, warm, relaxed feeling flow down from the neck and shoulders through your upper arms, your biceps, your triceps, down through your elbows, into your forearms, through your wrists, your hands, fingers. Just feel the weight of your arms just hanging lumpily and heavily off your body. And breathe in this lovely lump, heavy, warm, relaxed feeling in through your fingertips. Let it flow up through your hands, through your wrists, your forearms, up through your elbows, to your upper arms, your triceps, your biceps, up into your neck and your shoulders. And you just feel yourself relaxing even more. Just drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Roll your shoulders forward, roll your shoulders back. Your neck side to side. And just letting this really lump heavy, warm, relaxed feeling flow down into your upper back. It's flowing down into your stomach, your chest. And this lovely lump heavy, warm, relaxed feeling seeping down like warm water into your stomach. Imagine it's like a hot water bottle in your stomach. It's flowing down into your back, lower back through your groin, into your buttocks, down through your upper thighs, the back of your thighs, through your knees, and your shins, your calves, ankles, your feet, your toes. So your legs are completely lump heavy, warm and relaxed. Your body is completely lump heavy, warm and relaxed from the crown of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Just run your awareness through your entire body, sweep it down to the tips of your toes. Just pause. Keep watching your breath. Just finding some nice, calm, empty, open, spacious awareness in your mind. You're just going to allow these words I'm going to share with you to drop into that empty, open awareness. So just keep watching your breath as I read these 2 short paragraphs to you on generosity. 7th characteristic of the teachers of God. This is from section 4 of the Manual for Teachers. So just listen emotionally, energetically, rather than intellectually. Put one hand on your heart, keep watching your breath, keeping your mind in this nice, still, calm, empty, open, aware space with no thought. So you're an empty vessel. Just allow these words to sink into a deeper part of your mind, which we can call your heart. Just keep your attention anchored in your heart center, where you feel. It's not so much about thinking as feeling. You feel the words, you feel the energy of them, and just try and absorb the frequency of what's being communicated, rather than just trying to intellectually understand. Keep watching your breath to help you to stay in the right calm, empty, open but aware state as you listen to these words from Jesus on generosity. So he says, the term generosity has special meaning to the teacher of God, the teacher of love. You can always substitute the word God for love, the word love for God. They are interchangeable. So it is not the usual meaning of the word. In fact, it is a meaning that must be learned and learned very carefully. Like all the other attributes of God's teachers, this one rests ultimately on trust. For without trust, no one can be generous in the true sense. To the world, generosity means, quote, giving away, in the sense of, quote, giving up. To the teachers of God, the teachers of love, it means giving away in order to keep. This has been emphasized throughout the text and the workbook. but it is perhaps more alien to the thinking of the world than many other ideas in our curriculum. Its greatest strangeness lies merely in the obviousness of its reversal of the world's thinking in the clearest way possible, and at the simplest levels. The word means the exact opposite to the teachers of God and to the world. So just pause here, keep watching your breath, reflect on this, just allow these ideas to sink in. We give in the spiritual sense so that we can keep love and peace and joy in our minds. It's not really about giving up anything of any real value, which is what the ego thinks giving is. Giving something material away, you have less of it yourself. So Jesus continues, the teacher of God, teacher of love, is generous out of self-interest, and that's self with a capital S. So it's a higher self-interest. This does not refer, however, to the little self, small s, of which the world speaks. The teacher of God, the teacher of love, does not want anything he cannot give away, because he realizes it would be valueless to him by definition. What would he want it for? He could only lose because of it. He could not gain. Therefore, he does not seek what only he could keep, because that is a guarantee of loss. He does not want to suffer. Why should he ensure himself pain? But he does want to keep for himself all things that are of God. They come from love, in other words, and therefore for his Son, which is the extension of love. These are the things that belong to him. These he can give away in true generosity, protecting them forever for himself. So just pause and reflect on that. Watch your breath as you do. Staying nice and still, calm, empty, open, but aware. So this paragraph is saying that the teacher of God does not want anything materially. Doesn't want to keep anything for himself only, because that self is the little self. That self is the self that knows of pain and sacrifice, scarcity, loss, limitation, lack, and death. As he said, it's a guarantee of loss. If you believe in the little self, you will lose. Ultimately, you'll lose everything. You'll lose the identity, the life it's apparently given you. So the teacher of God realizes that all of that is just suffering, and he does not want to suffer. Why should he ensure himself pain, as Jesus points out? But he does want to keep for himself all things that are of God, and therefore for his Son. These are the things that belong to him. So these are things of true value: love, peace, joy, feelings, states of mind, states of being that are permanent, that are eternal. And as he gives them away in true generosity, he protects them forever for himself, because as you give, you receive, as the Course emphasizes over and over. If you give love and you give peace and you give joy, then these are things that you experience, and so you protect them for yourself through the act of giving them away. As he says, it's a complete reversal of the world's thinking in this regard. The world thinks you give something material away and then you have less of it yourself. It doesn't work that way in the spiritual realm, which is the realm of mind, of ideas, thoughts, feelings, emotions, states of being, really. So just to experience some of this generosity, Imagine you taking a nice deep breath in. Just going to breathe in the love, feel that flowing into your heart center. Keep one hand on your heart. Feel a light flowing in to your body, to every pore, every cell, every muscle of your body, to every corner of your mind. Radiant golden or white light, infusing every cell, every muscle of your body, every part of your mind, every fiber of your being. And feel the love and the peace and the joy that go with this light. Feel them filling you up. Breathe it all in. Raise that energy up the spine. Breathe it into your heart center. Breathe it into your head, into your third eye. Imagine a column of golden of white light flowing up the spine to the crown of your head. Pause at the top of the inhale. Just feel that light intensify and feel this very deep peace and the sense of everything being okay. Everything's just fine when you're connected to your source. It's only when you disconnect that you experience problems. And so now, just going to extend that light outwards as you exhale, blow it all out. As your breath, imagine you're just extending this light out to everyone you know, it's family, friends, acquaintances, anyone in your circle of influence, your network. Just feel like this light is extending out through you to bless them, to heal their minds of a belief in sickness, scarcity, lack, loss, death. Just give them the love and the peace and the joy of God. And don't stop there, just extend it all out. Again with your breath to the entire world. So that's every person, every living creature on the planet. We all share the same essence, the same self. And we all yearn for love and peace and joy. We do not really want to suffer. And so, pull the lower stomach into the spine, expel the last remaining air out. And just sink into the light, to the peace, the stillness that come when you give freely. So you will feel these divine qualities of love, peace, and joy yourself, the more you give them away. So give them freely now and receive them freely. For the next couple of minutes of silence, step back, watch your breath, just breathing nice, deep, slow inhales and exhales in your own time. Imagine you breathing in the light to every pore, every cell of your body, every corner of your mind. It's intensifying. So you hold the breath briefly, feel it surrounding you, enveloping you in a cocoon of golden or white light. You're surrounded by this aura of golden or white light. And then you just, as you sigh it all out, imagine extending that to all the world. There's no limit on this light because it doesn't work according to the laws of time and space. So instantly it can go everywhere. In fact, it is already everywhere. You're just becoming aware of that. So sink into the light. Let it envelop you, encompass you totally. Nothing else to do, there's nowhere else to go. Nothing else to think about for the next 2 minutes of silence. Just breathe, relax, and be still. Sink into the light in which everything is given and received perfectly for the next 2 minutes of silence. Any thoughts arise to disturb your peace in any way, just let them go. They're like dark clouds, just drifting by. They have no power to obscure the eternal light of your source, which is the sun in this analogy. So just blow them away with the wind of your breath and sink back into the light. Just perfect golden or white light encompassing you, enveloping you for the next minute of silence. And so very gently just coming back into awareness of your body and the world. On the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes. So 1, just breathing in, noticing the stomach rise, the chest rise, subtle flow of air into the nostrils. Pause at the top of the inhale. Smile. Notice that that light, that peace, that joy, all these things you've given away are still there, very much there. Which, as Jesus says, is the way you protect them for yourself. So smile at that thought, this truth that as you give, you receive. And exhale, just sighing it all out, letting the air flow out of your nostrils. Get a little sighing sound on the back of your throat. Just the chest and the stomach suck back in. There's the vibration in your throat. The energy subsiding back down the crown of your head, flowing down the front channel of your body to your lower stomach, your groin. It's coming to rest there at the bottom of the exhale. So that's 1. And 2, just noticing the weight of your body pressing down into the chair. Your feet touching the ground. As you breathe in again, notice maybe there's a subtle flow of air, of smell as you do that into your nostrils, slight taste in your mouth. And notice what you're hearing in the surrounding environment. So whatever sounds going on, just notice them, but in a very calm, detached way. So you don't need to name them or label them or judge them in any way. Just allow them to be as they are. And then 3, just open your eyes, look around. Take 30 seconds just to let your eyes rest pretty randomly on various objects surrounding you. For no more than 2 or 3 seconds, and then just move on to something else. And again, something else. Don't name the objects or label them in any way, just allow them to be. And notice how peaceful it is when you perceive this way. So training your mind in non-judgmental perception, which is how you stay in peace. And when you have peace, then you can extend peace. As you give, you receive, which is really the underlying message of today's section. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it will bring you a lot of comfort, a lot of peace and joy this evening on into tomorrow. And I wish you both of those for you. I hope you have a very loving, peaceful, and joyful evening ahead. Thank you for listening. Namaste, which means the divine love, peace, and joy, and the generosity that gives these freely, acknowledges and honors that same divine essence, the love, the peace, the joy, and the generosity in you. Namaste.